Hello, beautiful yogis. It's Julie and this is Billy, and I look forward to taking you through this really fun dynamic flow focused on extended hand to big toe pose and all its variants. We'll also be playing with L-sit and a hover of that L-sit, which is really fun to train that transition of jumping through whilst hovering the thighs off the ground. For this class, you will need a strap and you'll also need 2 blocks. If you do not have a strap, then you can go without. For blocks, if you don't have blocks, then please grab some books or something sturdy that you can use for your hands. They will be really, really helpful for today. So grab your things. Billy's ready to go. So once you grab your things, we'll get started. Let's begin in a nice, comfortable, grounded seat. If you would like a block to place beneath your hips, feel welcome. Otherwise, finding a place where we can feel grounded in our hips and lengthen through your spine. Let us bring our hands together at our hearts with an invitation to close the eyes. Feeling the connection of your palms at your heart space. And I invite you to join me as we begin our practice with a single chant of the mantra Om. A-U-M is the sound. You can do it out loud or in your mind. Just enjoy the resonance. Clearing breath to prepare. Inhale. Exhale, let it go. Inhale for Om. Start to rub your palms together vigorously, building some heat in the hands. And place the heated palms over your eyes. Gently melt the hands down your face, keeping the eyes closed. And release the hands down onto your thighs. Beginning to channel in and onto the breath. Following the breath as it rolls in. Following the breath as it rolls out. Allowing with each exhale for you to let go of something. Allow your body and mind to fully arrive here and now. And I invite you to ask the question, what is it that you are seeking by being here on the mat today? For every action or even inaction we take, there is always something we are seeking either to gain or to release. So in posing this question, it helps us really gather our thoughts or our feelings and our energy, and to place that into an intention that can help cultivate more balance. And allow this intention, this thing you are seeking, to dictate the way you flow on and beyond the mat. Take another full breath in and a full breath out. Gently blinking open the eyes. Beautiful. Grounding down through your left thigh and bring your right foot in front of you. Hands clasped behind the right thigh and sitting up nice and tall. Let your right foot float off the ground. On your next exhale, extend the right leg and inhale to bend. Know that the leg does not need to be high. The focus is always on keeping the spine long. Exhale to extend. And inhale to bend. Exhale, extend. Inhale to bend. Following time, you extend, hold. Hands might stay here or walk up to the calf and the ankle joint and start to roll through your ankle. Either direction, warming through the toes, this ankle joint. Then start to bring your torso as close towards your shin bone as possible. For 3, 2, and 1. Slowly re-sitting up tall. An option to bend the right knee in. Right hand comes on the inside of the foot and maybe it stays bent or maybe you extend. Bring your left fingertips behind you and open your body to the left. I'm sitting right on top of my left hip and following my gaze over my left shoulder. Maybe your left arm reaches behind you, opening the chest. Take another deep breath in. And out. Coming back to center, option to rebend the knee again. And this time your left hand comes onto the outside edge of the foot. Right hand comes behind you. Maybe you extend, maybe you keep it bent and turn your body to the right. Perhaps your right hand reaches to the back of the room and you follow your right hand with your gaze. Sitting too close to the wall. Take another full breath in and a full breath out. Lovely, lowering the right foot down in front of your left and sitting up nice and tall in half butterfly. Arms reach up to the ceiling, inhale. Exhale, bowing deeply towards your right shin bone. Hands might just hold your calf and your ankle. Maybe they reach for your toes. Or maybe you already take a mudra, bringing your left thumb and index to connect and your right hand reaching around towards your wrist. Know that this is early on in the practice. Honor what feels right in your body right here and now. Take another deep breath in here. And a deep breath out. Slowly sitting up nice and tall. And then changing the legs. So bringing your left foot in front of your right and sitting on your right hip. Hands clasped behind the left thigh and hover the left foot. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, extend your left leg long. Inhale to bend. Exhale to extend. Inhale to bend. Exhale, extend. Once more. Exhale, extend. Walk your hands up towards your calf or your ankle. And shoulders back and down and start to roll your ankle in either direction, warming through the toes and this joint, as well as finding length in the back of your left leg. Holding on deep, take a deep breath in. Exhale, try to draw your forehead towards your shin bone, pulling the thigh to you to your thigh for 3, 2, 1. Sitting up nice and tall. Option to bend your left knee, left hand on the inside of the foot, and right hand comes behind you. This might be enough, or you kick and extend and sit onto your right hip. Maybe your right arm reaches towards the back wall and open your torso to the right hand side. Beautiful. Take another deep inhale. And exhale. Coming back to center. Option again to bend your knee or keep it straight. Right hand on the outside of the foot. Left hand behind. Resist against your thigh, opening your chest to the left. Maybe your left arm reaches to the back wall. And follow your hand with your gaze. Take another full breath in. And a full breath out. One more inhale. And exhale, slowly lowering down, the left foot down in front of you, bending into your right knee on the inside of the thigh. Reach your arms to the sky, sitting tall. Inhale. Exhale, reaching forward towards your left foot. Maybe your hands are on your thigh or calf and you're pulling yourself forward. Maybe they hold onto your ankle or your toes. Or perhaps you have a mudra with your right thumb and index connected and you take hold of your right wrist in Jana Mudra. Take another full breath in and a full breath out. Slowly sitting up nice and tall, crossing your ankles and coming over onto 4-point kneeling. Bring your fingers to face towards the outer edges of the mat and start to rock a little side to side, warming up through the wrist joints. Beautiful. One more full breath in here, rocking side to side, warming them up. And out. Turning your fingers back to face towards your knees and start to flow through your cat and your cow in our cow pose. Stick your throat out and your tailbone out. Exhale, round the spine, cat. Twice more. Inhale. Exhale, round. Once more. Deep breath in, opening up. Exhale, round. Sitting back towards your heels and flip the palms to face the sky. Maybe the weight back to the heels might feel enough to feel the stretch, or maybe you place more weight over the palms, splaying your fingers down. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, curl your fingers into fists. Twice more, really warming up the wrist joints. They've got a large role to play in our practice. Exhale to scrunch. Once more, inhale. Exhale to scrunch. Beautiful. Sitting back to the heels and take any movements that feel nice in your wrists. Maybe they just roll gently. Maybe they have little shakes. Honor what feels good for you. And then coming back to all fours. Shifting your weight forward, finding your low plank inhale. Exhale, lower all the way down onto your belly through Chaturanga. Hands stay beside your lower rib cage. Inhale, roll your shoulders back, low cobra, opening the heart. Exhale, lower. Low cobra again, inhale, belly button on the earth. Feel the strength of your back body. Exhale, lower. Inhale, once more, low cobra, pause. Keep that back bend and hover the hands off the earth. Can you reach your fingertips back towards your hips, pinky blades side to the sky, shoulders roll back and down, and maybe your thighs hover for locust. Maybe they zip together nice and tight. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Lowering back down, hands at your lower ribs. Inhale, lift the belly and thighs, pressing up to low plank. Exhale, child's pose. Knees open nice and wide, toes back to the heels. Let your third eye rest down onto the mat. Take a nice deep breath in and a full breath out. Shifting your weight forward, 4-point kneeling. Inhale. Tuck your toes under, downward facing dog. Exhale. Seeking to find stillness right away, pressing down through your fingertips and sending your tailbone back in space. Feeling a nice long straight line from fingertips through your spine all the way through to your hips. And then from there you might press one heel down towards the earth. Rebend and maybe press the other heel down to the earth. And rebend. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, walk your hands to the back of the mat, forward folds. Hands can hold onto opposite elbows or draw your hands to the back of your thighs and encourage your torso as close to your thighs as possible. Feeling the stretch through the back body extend. Now softening the knees, hands towards the earth. Straighten just your right leg and reach your right arm up. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, soften and fold. Left arm to the sky and open the chest to the left. Inhale. Exhale, soften and fold. Twice more. Right arm up. Straighten your right leg and open. Exhale, soften and fold. Left arm up, left leg straightens. Inhale. Exhale, soften and fold. Arms reach up to the sky. Deep breath in. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart space. Anjali Mudra. Roll your shoulders back and down and rise onto your tippy toes. Inhale. Exhale, lower the heels and then splay the toes out, creating as much purchase onto the earth as possible through your feet. Feeling the sense of grounding in our mountain pose. Take a moment to reconnect to your intention, letting your inhales be that for what you are seeking, and your exhales be for that you wish to release. Take another full breath in here, and a full breath out. Coming into a variant of a sun cell. Inhale, reach the arms to the sky. Exhale, hands melt through heart space as we fold down to the earth. Lift halfway. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Look at the front of the mat. Back so the legs are straight. Exhale, soften and walk your hands to the front of the mat, finding plank pose. Option to lower the knees or stay on your toes for your first plank. Inhale. Exhale, pause a third of the way in chaturanga, then all the way down. Roll your shoulders back, cobra, low or perhaps high, pushing your hips into the earth. Tucking your toes under, downward facing dog. Take a full breath here in your down dog. Inhale, soften the knees, look to the feet. Exhale, walk your hands to the back of the mat, forward fold. Half lift, looking forward, inhale. Exhale, fold. Arms reaching wide to the sky, inhale. Exhale, bringing your hands into heart space. One more time. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, melts through heart space and fold. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, walking out to plank. Maybe opposite hand walks out first. Knees or toes, hold on a breath in. Exhale, lower chaturanga, pausing a third of the way. Then coming all the way down. Roll your shoulders back, cobra or perhaps up dog. Straighten the arms and hovering the thighs, hips towards your wrists. Exhale, flipping over the toes, downward facing dog. Take 3 deep breaths in your down dog shape here, perhaps seeking to straighten your legs and draw your heels to the earth. Pushing down through your fingertips to send your tailbone back in space. Take another full breath in and a full breath out. I'm going to come into a fun sort of breakdance flow. So swing your right foot wide outside your hands. Find a runner's wide lizard lunge, and bring your left hand wide on the ground. So there's a huge gap between your right foot and your left hand. From here, we're going to swing our left foot in the gap to sit down on our bottom. Yes. Then swing it back and come back to your down dog. Let's do the second side. So step your left foot wide, lizard lunge. Right hand wide. Lift your left hand off. It's free. And then we're going to kick our right foot through the gap. Sitting on your hip. Nice. Swing your right foot back and come back to down dog. Let's do that twice more. Right foot forward. Left foot through. Left foot back and downward facing dog. Left foot forward. Right foot through. Right foot back. Downward facing dog. Last time. Right foot forward. Kick your left foot through and sit onto your hips. Swing your right leg in front of you. Beautiful. Let us take a deep forward fold, reaching towards your thighs. Nice. Now see if you can keep your body pitched forward over your hips and bring your fingertips onto the ground as far forward as you feel comfortable whilst holding length in your spine. From here, pushing down through your fingertips, can you lift your right leg off the ground? And then lower. Lift your left leg off the ground. Lower. Again, right leg off the ground. Lower. Left foot off the ground. Lower. Nice. Bend your right knee in. Left foot hand wide. And step your left foot through. Back into your lizard lunge. Nice. Grounding down through the palms. And finding both of your blocks. Blocks are super duper handy here. Full runner's lunge. Hands on blocks. Low, medium, or even high height. Take a deep breath in, pushing the pelvis down and open the heart. Exhale, step your left foot in halfway, turning the toes to the top left corner of your mat, and scissor your right hip back in space into what's called pyramid pose. Twice more, step your left foot back, runner's lunge. Exhale, step your left foot in halfway, pyramid pose. One more time, stepping back, runner's lunge. Exhale, stepping left foot in halfway, pyramid pose. With your right thumb, you're going to hook it at the front of your right hip, wrap the fingers around the glute and push your hip back in space. So pushing your right hip back in space, keeping it square. Start to turn your right shoulder and heart towards the sky, pushing down through your left hand. Maybe you release the right arm and reach it to the ceiling, finding a variant of twisted Trikonasana. Take another deep breath in and out. Lowering your right hand down, stepping your left foot back and lower the heel down, opening into Warrior Two. Left arm circles around and opening into Warrior Two. Deep bend into the right knee and toe facing forward. Left raised edge of the foot is parallel. Shoulders back and down, gazing over your right middle finger. Take 2 deep breaths. Inhale and exhale. Cultivate a little more depth. Inhale and exhale. Flip the left palm, reverse Trikonasana, straightening your right leg, leaning back. Exhale, extended Trikonasana. Right hand on the block, either behind you or in front, left arm to the sky. Imagine your shoulders and your hips are pressed against the wall behind you, feeling lifted through the left palm. Reverse Trikonasana, inhale. Exhale, windmill the hands down and frame your right foot, remove the blocks. Stepping back, plank pose and downward facing dog. Repeating the second side, swing your left foot wide, right hand out to the side, reaching your left arm to the sky, and then kick your right foot through the gap. Woo! Sitting down onto your bottom. Again, reaching your fingertips long out in front of you, finding your forward fold. Pushing down through your fingertips, find length in your spine, anywhere in front of your body. Let's lift our left foot off and down. Right foot off and down. Maybe both feet off and down. One more, both feet off and down. Good job. Bend your left knee in, right hand out to the side, and swing your right foot back, runner's lunge. Find your blocks and place them underneath your hands, low, medium, or high. Inhale, runner's lunge, heart open. Exhale, step the right foot in halfway, pyramid pose. Turn the right toes out to the top right corner, left hip back in space. Twice more, runner's lunge. Inhale. Exhale, pyramid. One more, runner's lunge. Inhale. Exhale, pyramid. Hold. Grounding down through your right hand on the block. Left thumb comes onto the front of your hip and fingers wrap around the glute. Push your left hip back in space. There's a micro bend of your left knee to direct the weight back to your right foot. Start to turn your chest open to the left, and maybe your left arm releases to the sky, finding a very twisted Trikonasana. Take another deep breath in. Exhale, lower. Woo. Left hand down, blocks unstable. Back into your runner's lunge. Lower your right heel down and windmill open warrior two. Left toe and knee comes to face forward. Right razor edge of the foot is grounded down. Take another 2 deep breaths here, feeling into this shape. One more inhale. And exhale. Flip your left palm, reverse Trikonasana, straighten the left leg, open the heart. Exhale, extended Trikonasana. Maybe your left hand is on the block on the outside of your foot, right onto the sky. Gazing to the top right hand, sending your weight back to your right hip. Take another deep breath in here and out. Reverse Trikonasana, inhale. Exhale, windmill the hands down, remove the blocks, framing your left foot and step back. Take a Vinyasa, lowering Chaturanga. Cobra or maybe up dog this time, lifting the hips and thighs off. Exhale, flipping over the toes, downward facing dog. Take a nice deep breath in here. And a deep breath out. Softly bend your knees and walk your hands back to your feet. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Arms reach wide up to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, bring your hands into your heart space. Anjali Mudra. Find the grounding through your feet. Rise on tippy toes. Inhale. Exhale, lower the heels. Lift the toes and spread the toes out. Exhale. Shifting your weight to your left leg, bring your right knee into stork pose, finding a drishti, a focal point. Can you place your left hand against the right knee on the outside? And we're going to start to turn your chest against the thigh, towards the right. Maybe your right arm reaches towards the back of the room. Maybe your gaze shifts to follow your right hand. Take another deep breath in, feeling into this twist. And a deep breath out. Slowly coming back to center, hands both hold onto the top of the knee, and then pull the thigh closer. Can you start to bow the torso towards your knee? Maybe your nose kisses your knee. Slowly lifting up tall, hands reach to the sky and kick and extend your right leg long in front of you. Inhale. Landing in a high crescent lunge. Exhale. Nice deep breath in. Exhale, hands find your blocks. Pyramid pose. Opening your right arm to the sky, finding a twist you had earlier. Deep breath in. Exhale, right hand down and step your left foot further back, runner's lunge. Lower your left heel down and windmill open, warrior two. Inhale. And hold, exhale. Reverse Trikonasana, right palm flips and open the right side. Inhale. Exhale, extended Trikonasana, right hand down. Inhale, coming into reverse Trikonasana. Adding on back into warrior two. Flying warrior, palms touch, straighten the right leg. Inhale. Exhale, back to warrior two. Shift your weight to your back foot, finding a low tree pose. Right toe is on the ground, heel is against your ankle. Bring your hands to your heart space. Beautiful. Finding your grounding through your left foot. Slowly hike the right knee up and take hold of the top of the right knee out to the side. Can you start to reach your left hand to the back of the room? And maybe your gaze starts to shift over to the left side, like you're kind of watching a car travel past you really slowly. Take another full breath in and a full breath out. Kicking out your right leg, reach the arms over to the left. Inhale. Exhale, sweep the floor into easy twist right onto the sky. Removing your blocks out of the way. And then let's kick our left foot through, sitting onto our bottom. Nice. Bring your blocks now underneath you. Heels stay in contact with the earth. So hands come onto the blocks and we want them in front of our hips. So towards your knees is where you ideally want them. Pushing down through your hands, can we start to lift the hips off the ground? Take a deep breath in. Exhale, lower down. Twice more. Pushing down through the hands, lifting the hips. Exhale, lower down. One more time. Inhale. And lower. Nice. Bending your right knee in, blocks out of the way. Swing your left foot back. And then bring your hands down. Step your right foot back. Take your vinyasa, lowering chaturanga. Cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a full breath in here. And a full breath out. Softly bend the knees. Walk your hands to your feet. And forward fold. Exhale. Arms sweep up to the sky. Inhale. Exhale. Bring your hands into your heart space. Beautiful. Take a moment to ground, to recenter. Coming to our second side, shifting your weight to your right leg, left knee comes to stork pose. Bring your right hand on top of your left knee and then start to resist your torso against it. So opening the torso to the left. Maybe your left arm starts to reach behind you and you can maybe follow your hand with your gaze. Take another deep breath in and out. Slowly coming back to center, hands both come onto the knee and draw the knee tightly into your chest. See if you can bring your nose to kiss your knee. Hops and wobbles, all invited here. Slowly coming up, hands reach to the ceiling. Kick your left leg long in front of you as high as you can. Inhale. High crescent lunge. Exhale, landing your left foot in front of you. Nice. Hands come onto the blocks. Inhale, runners. Exhale, pyramid pose. Right foot steps in halfway. Left arm reaches to the sky. Open your heart. Inhale. Exhale, lower down into runner's lunge. Lower your right heel down to the floor. Inhale. Exhale, windmill the arms open, warrior two. Reverse trikonasana, flip the left palm and reaching back. Inhale. Exhale, extend the trikonasana. Left hand maybe finds the block. Open the heart. Exhale. Reverse trikonasana. Inhale. Adding on. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, flying warrior. Straighten the left leg. Hands touch. Exhale, warrior two. Shifting your weight to the back right foot. Find low tree pose. Toes on the earth. Heel is against your right ankle. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. You've got this. Start to draw your left knee up, balancing your right, and hold onto your left knee with your left hand. Perhaps your right arm opens out to the side. And maybe, just maybe, you shift your gaze slowly, slowly, slowly to the right. Take another full breath in. And a full breath out. Start to kick out your left leg. Reach your arms to the back of the mat. Exhale, sweep the ground to easy twist. Remove your blocks out of your way. Inhale. Exhale, swing your right foot through onto your bottom. Nice. Legs both extend and once more grabbing your blocks, placing them underneath your hands. And let's lift our hips up again. Exhale, push down and lift up. Maybe your right foot hovers. Inhale, lower. Exhale, push up. Maybe lift your left foot up. And lower. If you do not need the aid of blocks, feel welcome to go without. Exhale, lift the hips right up, rounding the spine. Maybe one foot off. Maybe both feet off. And exhale, lower down. Removing your blocks out of the way, left hand grounds down, and swing your right foot through the gap. Woo. Hands come down and step your left foot back. Take your vinyasa or skip it, lowering down through chaturanga. Cobra up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Nice. Now listening up, hands open really quite wide here on the mat. Take a deep breath in, soften the knees. Exhale, right foot seeks to tap your left wrist. Back to down dog. Inhale. Left foot taps your right wrist. Inhale, down dog. Exhale, tap your left wrist. Inhale, down dog. Exhale, tap your right wrist. Down dog, inhale. Walk your hands to the back of the mat, exhale. Whew. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Reach your arms to the ceiling, inhale. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart space, namaskar. Last round through. Whew. We've got this. Shifting your weight to your left foot. Carefully bring your right knee in stalk. Now this time you have the option to keep the knee bent and hold onto the knee with your left hand, just like we did before, or peace fingers, take hold of the big toe. Always prioritize a tall spine over everything else as you perhaps extend your right leg in front. Maybe you start to turn your chest to the right and reach your right arm behind you, or perhaps like you're watching a car slowly go by, you turn your gaze to follow your right thumb. Take another deep breath in, embrace the wobbles, and out. Slowly coming back to center, both hands clasp onto your knee or your calf or your ankle, and can we draw your nose towards your knee or your head towards your shin bone. Whew. Deep breath in. And out. Keep the right leg lifted, even if you hop, arms reach up, inhale. High crescent lunge, exhale. Whew, we did it. Inhale, hop. Exhale, runner's lunge. Inhale, heart opens. Exhale, pyramid pose. Hands on block of the earth this time. Reach your right arm to the sky, variant of twisted trikonasana. Inhale. Exhale, lower the right hand down, step the left foot back. Windmill, left arm open into warrior two. Inhale. Exhale, land. Reverse trikonasana. Inhale. Exhale, extend the trikonasana. Reverse trikonasana. Inhale. Warrior two. Exhale. Flying warrior. Inhale. Exhale, warrior two. Find low tree pose, back of the mat. Inhale. Woof, big adjustment. Exhale, hands to heart. Start to slide the knee up and out. Right hand holds onto the knee and hike it up as we did before. Or right peace fingers take hold of the big toe. Maybe this is enough, or maybe slowly you extend out to the side. Left hand reaches out to the back of the room. And maybe like you're watching the car go by, slowly shift your gaze to your left hand. Take another deep breath in here. Lift a little higher. And a deep breath out. Release the leg and reach the arms to the back. Inhale. Exhale, scoop the earth into easy twist. Now changing it up. Lower the hands down. Inhale. Exhale, find your downward facing dog. Grab both of your blocks here and place them underneath your palms, adding more height. Just like we did before, inhale, soften the knees. Exhale, right foot taps your left wrist. Inhale, back to down dog. Exhale, left foot taps your right wrist. Back to down dog, making sure your blocks and your hands are wide. We're going to seek to jump and cross your ankles into an L-sit without touching the floor, if possible. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, jumping, crossing through. Maybe they pause halfway and then they extend through. Oh, coming down. Nice. Removing the blocks out to the side, hands down onto the earth. Bending your knees. Inhale, lift the hips up to the ceiling. Reverse tabletop. Exhale, scoop your hips through. Twice more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, scoop your hips through. One more. Inhale, lift. Bring your weight into your left hand. Right arm comes off. Exhale, swing your left foot to the back of the mat. Hands ground down. Optional vinyasa. Stepping back and lower chaturanga. Cobra up dog. Downward facing dog. Man, I'm mean tonight. Inhale, softly bend the knees. Exhale, walk your hands to the back of the mat. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Arms reach to the sky, inhale. Exhale, bring your hands to heart namaskar. Second and final side, we have got this. Yes, we do. Shift your weight to your right foot. Bring your left knee carefully into stork pose. Option to hold onto left knee with your right hand, or right peace fingers take hold of your big toe. Perhaps you kick and extend or keep it bent. Start to open your chest to the left. Maybe your left arm reaches behind you. And perhaps, like you're watching the car go by, shift your gaze slowly, slowly, slowly to look over your left shoulder. Take a nice full breath in and out. Shifting your gaze back to the front. Both hands take hold of your ankle. Start to draw your torso towards your knee or your ankle as close as it can go. Holding that balance as best as you can. Can you release the arms to the ceiling? Left leg kicks long. Inhale. Exhale, step forward, high crescent. Thank goodness. Inhale, hold. Exhale, lower the hands down. Runner's lunge. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, pyramid pose, stepping the right foot in halfway. Lowering the right hand on block or earth. Left arm reaches up to the sky. Modified twisted trikonasana. Inhale. Exhale, lower the left hand down, back to runner's lunge. Lower the right heel down, inhale. Exhale, windmill right arm around, warrior two. Fly, reverse trikonasana, inhale. Exhale, extend the trikonasana, left hand on the inside of the thigh, open the heart. Reverse trikonasana, inhale. Exhale, warrior two. Flying warrior, inhale. Exhale, warrior two. Tree pose, back of the mat, left toes down, heel against your ankle. Start to slide the left knee up, hands to your heart. Option to take hold of the left knee with your hand, or peace fingers, take hold of your big toes. If you've taken hold big toes, slowly start to kick and extend out to the side. Right arm reaches towards the back wall. Maybe you shift your gaze slowly to look to the right hand. Take another deep breath in here. And a deep breath out. Slowly release, reach to the back, inhale. Exhale, scoop the earth into easy twist, left arm to the sky. One more deep breath in. Exhale, lower the hands down and step your left foot back. Open your hands wide without the blocks. Last jump through. Inhale, bend the knees, look to your hands. Exhale, see if you can jump crossing the ankles. Maybe they stay hovered. Maybe you walk your hands back and then extend through. And sit down on your bottom. Nice. Very tricky, but super fun, right? All right, we are going to play with our strap. So if you do not have a strap with you, you can explore this next bit without. Otherwise, your strap, you're going to place it around your torso and then loop it up, but keep it really long. There's quite a few variables about this strap in that if it is a short strap, then this may or may not work, but highly recommend playing with one that does. So you need a nice long strap. Nice. Once you've got it around and connected, we want the end facing you so you can pull it tighter. We're going to place one side right up underneath our armpits, and then the other side is going to come over our feet. Okay? Your blocks, either if you've got the strap or without, are going to come down just as they did before. Now with this strap, we want to pull it as tightly as we can so that we're stuck in this forward fold. We can't loosely get out of it. I'm very much trapped here. All right, placing your hands on the blocks or maybe on the earth, depending on where you are in your practice, we're going to hover. So pushing into the strap with your feet, pushing through your hands on the blocks, and look at that. If you're working without a strap, see if you can hover one foot or the other or both for up to 15 seconds. And if you've got the strap, same deal applies. Ooh. Last 5, 4, oh boy, 3, 2, and 1. Lowering down. Whew. All right, rolling out through your wrists. Maybe you flip the back of the palms down. Nice. Now we're going to come into Navasana. This is quite relaxing with the strap, without, a little trickier, but that's okay. So we're going to bring our fingertips in front of us and then push down through your fingertips to rock your weight back. And we want to create a nice straight line in our spine and in our legs with our hips being our anchor. Nice. If you've got without the strap, you might have the knees bent, looking sort of like so if I had both knees bent. Otherwise, with both feet in the straps, maybe you reach both arms long in front of you. We're going to stay here for a few more breaths. Feeling into this length, embracing the wobbles. One more full breath in. And a full breath out. If you have the strap, carefully bring the hands down in front of you and slowly descend yourself down. Now to get out of this strap, hands go between your between the strap or in between and circle underneath. Like you're kind of doing butterfly. And that will help you get out of that strap. Nice. Let us all sit nice and tall. Bring your hands long out in front of you and then slowly descending down onto your back for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Perhaps finding one of your blocks nearby to you and coming into a supported bridge pose. Placing either just one block on its lowest height or 2 on their lowest height, or one on top of the other. Just in a light supported bridge. Allowing the blood flow to draw up towards the heart. And with this support of the blocks, you might even walk the legs perhaps a little or a lot away from you, creating more space in the front of your hips once more. Taking this time to calm the body and the mind. And perhaps reconnecting if we've lost sight of our intention. Using the inhales to receive what it is you're seeking. And the exhales to release anything that's not needed anymore. Take another full breath in. And a full breath out. Slowly bending your knees. Planting your feet on the ground. And then lifting your pelvis to remove your block blocks. Now you can use the blocks like you would a bolster, placing them under your upper thighs if you'd like some support. Or you can do a supported butterfly on an inward angle. Or you can go without anything at all, legs extended in any way that feels comfortable for you. As we enter a place of stillness, take a nice deep breath in. And exhale, let everything go. Let go of this body. Let go of the thoughts in your mind. Let go of the breath. Shavasana. I welcome you to stay here as long as you need. If you are ready to end your practice, slowly reawaken the body and bring yourself up into a grounded seat. Let us bring our palms together at our heart. And bow your head down to your heart space. May you remember that you have enough, you do enough, and you are enough. Until we meet again, namaste. Take care, yogis. I'll see you next time on the mat. Bye.